Oh boy. Let's freaking go. Huh? Wow. My goodness gracious. What a slaughter of a Power 5 team. We're going to get to some Jayden Daniels film. We're going to get to some Garrett Nussmeier breakdown. I wasn't able to cut a Garrett Nussmeier film study before this because obviously the game is going on. So in just a second, you're going to get to see that. I know a lot of you are getting ready to, go have fun with your family or whatever. Yeah, I mean, this obviously is great for LSU. It feels awesome seeing us finally bludgeon a Power 5 team. I hope LSU takes this feeling into next year because throughout this whole season, we have not just slaughtered a team from start to finish. And that's what you want to do. That's what championship teams normally do. And we haven't done that yet this year. We've had dominant second halves, but it does feel good to see a first to fourth quarter blowout. And of course, we can get into a philosophical debate about, the not ethics, but the situation that Purdue is dealing with. Let's go to Blanche with the first super chat here. LSU's wide receivers' favorite song for Daniels is "Give It Up or Let Me Go" by James Brown. Look, Jayden was phenomenal in the first half. Obviously, the first drive stunk. The throws were all over the place. But after that, he's been nothing short of incredible. Zone read pulls have been all correct reads. Just great throws. We're going to break down a few of them here in just a second. And Garrett Nussmeier has been scintillating as well. The only thing I will say is, what has Purdue's defensive coaches been doing over the past couple of weeks? They are running the Ed Orgeron defense, straight cover 2 shell, no blitzing. They've been doing some twist and some simulated pressures, but man, they have made it pretty easy for LSU offensively. Quite literally, Brian Thomas Jr. went at 50% on his touchdown catch there at the end and still went 50% after the catch. That's part of it. The mash, you want to, give it time, just how the play actually works. You don't want to go full speed on that play. But that just shows you how easy it is for LSU right now. Obviously, Malik Neighbors is having a big half. Mason Taylor has made a jump. Emory Jones is murdering people out there. There needs to be something done about that because I feel bad for the Purdue defensive linemen. The entire offensive line has been fantastic. The entire defense has been fantastic. There really is no advanced breakdowns. I kind of like seeing a trick play. We haven't really run trick plays this year at all. And that was honestly cool. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you're up by a gazillion. Why are you running quarterback or wide receiver throws? We haven't done a whole lot of it. LSU is experimenting here. Let's see if we can actually run these kinds of trick plays. Something I thought we were actually going to see versus Georgia. So that's obviously really, really, really good. Wingo's been fantastic. Okay. So there you go. They better bring this to the Florida State game or it's going to be a long day. Yeah. We'll talk more about Florida State this entire offseason. Okay. Biblical domination. That is certainly a way to say it. So obviously we don't have a whole lot of time here on the halftime show. So if you want to make sure your question gets answered, feel free to super chat. This is how I feel from Danny Girl. It's just fun. It's really fun seeing us finally dominate somebody. I feel a little bit better about it because we've just not done this to anybody this year at the Power 5 level. Now we can make a discussion. Is this really a group of 5 team? Probably without their players. But this also goes into opting out of bowl games. If you opt out of bowl games, this is what can happen. And if I were the Purdue players, I would feel despicable watching my team get railroaded here by a far superior team who also has a ton of opt-outs, right? So Aiden O'Connell, the wide receiver, I hope those guys feel some type of way about this because you honestly left your team out to dry. Also, the coach left the team out to dry as well, so we got to, call a spade here. If we can get JD to make that split-second deep throw decision, still hesitant. He also seems hurt and running not as fast. Yeah, he's not at 100%. He's not like at Alabama speed, which was insane. But yes, JD was phenomenal. The zone read pull was excellent. Making the guy miss. We've seen Jayden so much this year just make that open field tackler miss. He is better at that than most running backs. And honestly, I don't think I've seen a quarterback since Lamar better at making that first guy miss. But I do agree, Rob, you can still see some hesitancy, some ball placement issues that you would like to see, better. Garrett Nussmeier's ball placement was so good in the first half. I mean, it was so freaking good. And he is playing at an extremely high level right now. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Do we see Walker Howard in the second half? Let's take a look at the poll question here. Should Walker Howard get second half snaps? 90% of you say yes, he should. Let's go here. Jarek Bernard Converse, INT was absolutely perfect quarter coverage. Got his head around, just perfect DB play. Nuss comes back. Very interesting spring. Yeah, the defense is playing really good. And honestly, a lot of the guys out there that are playing are guys that are going to be back next year outside of the secondary, right? So Greg Brooks is coming back. Major Burns is coming back. We do lose Joe Fouché. Joe has had an amazing half. The targeting stuff was BS. Joe has been a really good player for us this year. And then obviously Jared Bernard Converse and Jay Ward are gone. Both immaculate halves from them. Obviously, everybody is just killing it right now. That's all there is to it. But yeah, it was just absolutely perfect DB play. Okay. Good to see Xavier Carter out there as well. I wouldn't say hands down. You can make a case that he's better, but it's not hands down. That's not accurate. But he is the better thrower, and that has been the case since the preseason. It's just putting it all together, and what Jayden provides you in other areas as well. So here is the film study for the first half. You guys know it's tough for me to cut these film studies during the game. And let me just go on ahead and say this. I know this is going to, come out after I show you this. Why didn't you cut any Garrett Nussmeier video throws? It's because I didn't have enough time. It's a lot, chatting in the Discord, chatting in the YouTube and all of that. So here's my first half film breakdown of Jayden motherfucking Daniels. Let's go. Very good stuff from the LSU offense. Right now, we're going to give you the all-22 look of this shot right here by Jayden Daniels. As you can see, it's a clear too-high look. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a go route here and a dig route from Mason Taylor. This is a very easy pre-snap read by Jayden. As you can see, they're not really doing anything exotic, so this is honestly just good pre-snap manipulation, okay? Jayden is looking at the safety. He sees that the safety is getting depth, so it's easy to see that the space over the middle is where he should throw this football. Pocket is absolutely immaculate right here, and Jayden throws an easy strike to Mason Taylor. Right here, you want to see this ball a little bit better of a throw. Maybe Mason Taylor could have kept his feet. We want to hit him to where he can run after the catch. All right, so here we go. It's 4th and 2. This was Jayden's best throw of the half right here, okay? Obviously, he is going to want to throw the football here to Malik Neighbors on this 4th and 2. Normally if you see press like this, you want to try and hit it over the top. Notice no safety help. But right here, we want to go to Malik Neighbors. It is clear that they are, crowding the line of scrimmage, and it's pretty clear that we have man on man on man across the way. Pick your favorite matchup, and he's going to Malik the entire way. What makes this route and throw really impressive is this corner had inside leverage right here. And look at where this throw was. This corner has inside leverage. Could not have thrown a football any better than that right there. We pick up the first down, and Malik is actually able to run after the catch here. That's pretty good stuff. Here we go. Just good stuff right here by Jayden Daniels yet again, okay? So, as you can see, they're still in this too high look. So, obviously, it's going to be hard to get anything vertical versus, too high in this situation. They do a simulated pressure, so defensive end drops out. They blitz the Mike. Jayden sees that the Mike deoccupied the middle of the field. This is the easiest read you'll see. Protection is absolutely perfect, and we're able to hit our best player in stride. Good throw, good run after the catch, and we pick up a near first down. So there you go. Once again, I'll have to do a full rewatch. I do think Garrett Nussmeier was the overall better thrower in the first half. I mean, his ball placement was really, really, really good. The throw to Kyron Lacey is what we've been begging Jayden to do is, throw the football before he's out of his break. And obviously the deep ball to Malik was a dime. Is not the absolute cleanest dime, but it was a dime and Malik should have caught it. Outside of that miss, Malik has been fantastic. Nuss has been fantastic. The rollout to the left throw to Mason was great. And once again, I know I'm getting it from all different angles. So you didn't show the Garrett tape, and you didn't. It's a lot, right? I'm trying to watch the current game while cut something up. So I think Danny states it perfectly here. Nuss is the far better thrower. It's not close. And JD5 has miraculous feet. Nuss moves the offense quicker and makes quicker decisions. Both have upsides. That's basically where we are right now. And there will be a quarterback battle entering this next year. I know what a lot of you are going to say now. Well, what about Walker Howard? I think Walker's going to get a chance to play. I think we've seen enough from both Jayden and Garrett Nussmeier. It would be silly to not play Walker Howard in, a meaningless, game against his red shirt. So I would absolutely play Walker Howard some in the second half. Okay. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was a bad miss. Good to see you. Good to see you. I just really hope that Nuss doesn't end up at another SEC school where he has a chance to shine against us. Okay, so I'll share a few Discord. Let's say Discord. A few things I've shared in the Patreon. Okay. I've been lucky to get to know, a few people close to both Jayden Daniels and Garrett Nussmeier. As I shared in a Patreon post a few weeks ago, I got word that Garrett Nussmeier was going to play in the bowl game. I got word that he was told that he was going to get some snaps in the bowl game, which, is kind of a leap, right? Jayden Daniels was moving the offense and, 7-0 up. Brian Kelly made a very wise decision to not just keep playing Jayden. You know what we have in Jayden. We know Jayden is good at what he does. Let's see what Garrett Nussmeier does within the realm of a close game. And Nuss delivered here. So now you have a great second half performance versus Georgia. And now you have a great first half performance here versus Purdue. Garrett has proven himself to be a starter, a Power 5 starter. And there are a lot of schools, even Group of 5, that would strip everything down for him to be their starting quarterback. Every time I speak to somebody close to Garrett Nussmeier, I hear the same thing. Competitive, stubborn, if you will. He knows that there would be a clearer path to other places for him to start. I also know that there are other teams very interested in Garrett Nussmeier. Okay? Obviously, Garrett Nussmeier's is really good. He's a really good quarterback, right? If he's not turning the football over, he's really, really good at football. He throws a really good ball. The ball really comes off his hand really good. Now, that's where it gets interesting, okay? We'll see how the rest of the game plays out. Obviously, the way Purdue's playing defense, everybody's going to keep dominating, but we'll see, okay? Who is 68 on defense? That is Fitzgerald West, who switched from offense to defense, okay? I'm guessing that's who you're referencing. I'm loving the swapping of the quarterbacks almost each drive, gives them both playing time and also keeps the defense guessing. Now let's add Walker to it. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Would you play Walker Howard in the second half, or would you keep giving the reps to Jayden Daniels and Garrett Nussmeier? Okay. Marcellus, get to see you. Greg Brooks at the nickel. Interesting. Then who you're playing at safety? All right. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm gonna get accused that I'm a homer either way, which is fine. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I love both of them. I know it's a revolutionary concept, but I love both of the quarterbacks who put in blood, sweat, and tears, who, by all accounts, is not an a-hole who, by all accounts, both of them don't make it all about them. All Garrett Nussmeier and Jayden Daniels have done is just everything that the coaches have asked them to do. Based that, once again, I'm not there every single day, but there are people that tell me that everybody in the locker room like these two individuals. So what we do know is not every player is like that anywhere, especially at quarterbacks, where, quarterback is a look at me, I want to be the guy position. Both are good teammates. People that are close to Garrett have told me that they like Jayden. People that are close to Jayden told me they like Garrett. There's no animosity between the two of them. So I guess it's okay for me to like both of them. I know. It's crazy. Try not being a prisoner of a moment, and that's going to be a long offseason of quarterback talk. Yeah, Jackson, that's all there is to it, right? It's a very weird quarterbacking situation here. You have two quarterbacks with diametrically opposite strengths, right? One has a special ability to get the football vertically down the field, but does have some turnover issues in his pass. The other doesn't turn the football over, but does not throw the prettiest ball. It's tough. It's honestly tough. I know it's a very simplified way of doing it, but yeah, I think, this is obviously a very difficult situation considering Purdue is just bad. They're a bad football team. So yeah, go freaking Tigers. Let's go, Jared. Good to see you. Simeon, I'd like to know what I'm lying about here. So I'm creating unnecessary content. Okay. Type Y for yes, type in for no if I am unnecessary. Because in the grand scheme, I am unnecessary. Right? To get Rene Descartes, what is necessary? I don't know if that was actually his philosophy. I think that was somebody else. We're all just floating on a rock. But for real, you are being very hard. And I also like the fact that you want to talk all this ish with a anonymous profile. Very interesting. I heard Daniel set a record for taking the most sacks taken in the SEC. Congratulations. I believe you're all right. Yeah, especially the modern era, sacks per game were really high, but some of the sacks weren't bad sacks, right? If you actually go look at the sack yardage, it's not as bad as some of the other schools that took 14 less sacks than us. I think Auburn had about as much sack yardage just by giving up 14 less sacks. So yeah, Jayden took a lot of unnecessary sacks this year, but they weren't the absolute worst. So Carvis is at the game. All right. Carvis is at the game. It's good to see that. But yeah, understand QB discourse can always get interesting. Let me see. I kind of want to invite Carvis on here. Carvis, let me know. I'll send you a message. Okay. So, let's see here. Letting Ness walk would make me serious question if Brian Kelly wants the best chance to win. A proper QB battle in the spring will weed itself out. I will say that Garrett Nussmeier, I don't think it's going to walk. I just don't. Like, obviously, there are some schools that are going to be very interested. And look, whether it's legal or illegal, you can find ways to conversate with someone, especially at a position like this. So Garrett Nussmeier is going to be the most popular backup quarterback in the country. That's all there is to it. And, he very well could win the job. He very well could. This is some really ridiculously high-level quarterback play that's happening right now. It's really special. Honestly, it's really special. The whole shot versus Georgia was so insane. There's probably 10 quarterbacks in college football who can make that throw. It is truly, truly, truly insane. And CJ Stroud is one of them, as you guys saw. But yeah, I mean, that's that throw. I still think about that throw. It was really that good. Okay. He is also LSU's all-time leader in QB rushing. Okay. Here's Carvis, who's at the game. Jayden still holding on to the ball too long. That looks more poised. Okay. Tell him, Master Blaster. You get a tutty, and you get a tutty, and you get a tutty. I love it. The only people on this channel that hate me are Jared, Charlie, and Black OT. They're the only people that just hate me. Ha 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 ha. Kidding. Those are three of my favorite people. Okay. Yeah, Chance, and that's what happens when you opt out, right? These players for Purdue did something selfish, and you know their team is paying dividends for it. You know, we had a bunch of guys opt out too, but we have more depth and talent than Purdue, right? I mean, Xavier Carter looks like, you know, Chason out there, and he's barely played for us this year. So, yeah. But this is, you know, modern day bowl season. Okay. Daniel, thank you for joining the Patreon. Let me know if you are in the Discord. Please let me know, Daniel. Shoot me a message if on Patreon or whatever. We're getting a lot of people in the Discord. It's just obviously really, really, really good. Okay. Now, I do have a request. As you guys know, I know it's very competitive. Okay. The game's back on. Please, before you leave, click this right here. Okay. Click this link, and I will be chatting in the post-game chatter. Okay. That is the post-game link. All right. Right there. Please go hit the like button there. All right. Now type Y for yes, type N for no if you want me to break down the if you want me to break down the first couple of drives here. I will happily do it if we get a super chat. If I get a super chat in the next 2 minutes, I will happily do a offensive series breakdown here. Okay. Colin Hurley is the best quarterback in the LSU QB conversation. Well, good for you, Keith, that Colin Hurley will be on our channel in late February. Okay. Fitzgerald West getting some nose guard snaps. Did he make the play right there? Oh, we had too many people on the field. It's all good. Oh, we had 12. Oh, man. Tulane? Tulane's cooking? Tulane? My goodness. I actually did the sucker bet. I took USC -1, and I hope I lose. I don't care. I did the sucker bet. There you go, Keith. I hope you subscribe, ring the bell. I hope you join the Patreon, man. I'm feeling we're going to get a bunch of patrons here. Okay. Ooh. They had them too. What is this? I don't know what the Tulane score is. You got to tell me. All right, 3rd and 5. Come on, Green Wave. Oh, Mississippi State's already in the fourth quarter? Oh, you got to stay in bounds. Is he a single-digit number? Yep. That's you've got to stay in bounds. Come on, if you rock a single digit, you've got to be able to stay in bounds and help your quarterback out. Let's go, USC. Please, if you can, go like the post-game stream chat. All right, it's 4th and 4. All right. Oh, I thought Basketball had a pick 6. Oh, I know he's going to hate himself for that. Oh man, it was clear what they were doing. All in breaking routes on 4th down. He was baiting him the whole way. Oh man, it's right there. Oh, that's Mike Jones in coverage. Wow. All right, guys. We will see you in the post game. Okay. It is Power Hour LSU Bomb. And tonight we are doing. Oh, Haley burnt some lasagna, so I'm gonna power through it. But I still love her. Let's go. Huh?